What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, host of the Philly Talk podcast. But today, you know what time it is. It's Battle Birds podcast. Philadelphia Eagles take on the Los Angeles Rams. 0-1 Eagles, 1-0 Rams. It's time to bounce back. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody in the chat.
What's good, everybody? Steve, Gate City Sports. All right, man. We got a lot to dive into in a very small window of time, guys. So I'm going to kick it off, get the rest of my guys to introduce themselves, so that way we can talk some stuff, guys.
You're that, you know who it is, you know what it is. It's your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General, man. A four for the Battle Bird podcast. Let's get it, y'all.
Jalen Williams, probably known as that long-winded comments guy. That's just me.
There we go. So go ahead, Gate, take it off.
All right, guys. So I've been asking Jalen probably for a few weeks now, if he would have some availability to come talk with us because, guys, I see a lot of the field. I have a lot of experience coaching, all that kind of stuff, but I don't know every little intricate detail. And one of the areas where I got a little knowledge, but it's just enough knowledge to get you in trouble, is offensive line play. So I went out there and I got me an offensive lineman to come in and talk to y'all today. So I went out there and we got Jalen on the show. And I want to kick it off. I want to kick it off. Jalen, what was Doug doing pulling a guard to try to block a defensive end, bro? Can you enlighten the audience what that was and why?
Basic concept of the play is to break down, how can I say this? It's really to draw in those linebackers. It's an opening right behind there. Because you're pulling the guard that Mike sees his triangle. Next thing you know, he's coming down, but you're leaving that DN free to sell it like it's an outside zone or something like that. And then he gets caught up with the guard just enough time, just giving the quarterback just enough time to deliver a strike. That's basically the concept.
So it's really supposed to be a quick timing play.
Not really a quick timing play. It's more of I'm drawing in the defense. And by the time you realize it's a pass, boom, it's down the field,
Do you think that maybe the youth that Washington had at defensive end actually hurt that game scheme because they didn't recognize that this could be a pull, that this might be a pull, this could be an outside zone stretch?
All those guys got upfield. That was their main purpose. Get upfield, get pressure. They weren't taking any read steps off the line. Normally, if you're playing defensive tackle or DN, your first step is a half step to become even. You're reading, pass, run. And if it's a run, you're flowing with the play. If it's a pass, then you start going into your pass rush.
Gotcha.
Those guys are just going long step, rush, long step, rush. If you're wrong, you're wrong. We'll figure it out later. That's what it was.
Sorry, guys. I know we jumped right into this. So what we're doing here is we're talking offensive line because, to me, one of the biggest keys outside of Doug and Carson is the line's got to be better. And I want to hit the second topic, and I'm gonna involve my two co-hosts here. All right, Reese, what happened to Kelce, bro? What happened, bro? Why did he miss so many line adjustments? Like, what happened?
No 1-2. Attitude bad, sluggish. Like I said last week, it was reports that him and Howie Roseman was having. I mean, they're going to say it was a heated discussion, but we all know what a heated discussion is. It's an argument. You know what I mean? So when I seen Zach, wait, who did you say? Zach Ertz, right?
No. Kelce failing to make the adjustments at the line.
I got Zach in my mind so bad. I'm going to ground him up so bad.
We're gonna get to him. Yeah.
All right. So Kelce was making bad line adjustments, bad slides. They confused him a little bit, but a lot of it was just head on. Here's what a lot of D tackles are starting to get. Kelce, you're too small. I ain't going to bull rush you until I get you off your feet. And he has to do a lot. And that's why I always gave Kelce respect. Being that size, having the center does so much that people don't understand. Having to point out where the blitzes are coming from and still have to snap the ball, especially as much as we play shotgun, that is a very, very tough job. But people are starting to get it that Kelce, you're good at getting to the second level. You're good at doing this, good at doing that. But you ain't that good at a bull rush. So we're just going to attack you up the middle. And then what really hurt him is he don't got Brooks next to him. Brooks is that anchor. Even Lane Johnson struggles sometimes when Brooks ain't there. You know
Good
what
point.
I mean? So
Good point.
you got to understand that Kelce's used to having a guy on his right side that he can really depend on that's probably telling him things awesome. You don't have that in this guy, Herbert. Oh, my gosh, he was bad. And I said to my do's and don'ts, if you want to start this dude, that's on you. But I'm trying to tell you, you got way better talent. If this dude stinks up the joint, get him the heck out of there. Like, seriously, man, I don't know what they're thinking about this Herbert dude. He ain't it. He ain't it.
Man,
Maybe a better
I'll
center.
take Philly
Maybe
500 at right guard over Herbig. I'm gonna be real.
listen.
I'll say it like this, just to piggyback off you, Fresh. Like, Kelce is great if you get the line moving. If you tell him man on man, or you got to handle this guy, he's gonna need some help. He's gonna need somebody to bump him over to get him moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After that, he's straight. But if you leave him on the island, he in trouble when you give him power.
Too small. He's too small, man. Shout out to him for really been holding it down, but defenses are starting to get. First of all, he's getting longer in the tooth. He's getting older. You know what I mean? The speed, the speed that he had to offset not being a big guy is wearing down. We all know that. I still think he can. He's a second level get his job done. But having Brandon Brooks gone and not just having Brandon Brooks gone, but having Herbig at that right side. Man, listen, it's bad. When you look at that film again, it's bad. He was bad.
Dope 72. That's my fear too. If I'm the Rams, if Herbig's in that game, I know exactly where I'm putting Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's
until Herbig can shut him down. If Groovy can stop him, that's where I'm gonna put him.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, and they definitely moved Aaron Donald around a lot. Like I said, he was inside, outside, left, right. The new defensive coordinator over there, Brandon Staley. One thing we have, we can use to our advantage is both Brandon Staley and Rich Scanganello were on the same staff last year. So if somebody should know Brandon Staley's defensive tendencies, it should be our assistant to the assistant, Rich Scanganello. Simple and plain. And just to piggyback on what y'all said about Jason Kelce, what makes him an all-pro is how he can get to the second level. His second level blocking is better than almost any lineman out there. But yeah, like you guys said, one-on-one, he's not the strongest competition, especially if you got him, like you said, on an island. So we definitely, just having Lane Johnson is going to probably fix up some of the communication and, beef it up to where a guy like Nate Herbig might not struggle as much. But I don't understand why Jack Driscoll shouldn't get the right guard spot over Nate Herbig. That's just my thoughts.
100% there, Mike. Mike, there's something you brought up I want to tackle. You talked about Kelce's ability to get to the second level, which kind of makes him kind of unique as a center, right? A lot of people thought, like, what are the Eagles doing? And then they were like, wow, the Eagles are on to something here. I got to ask Jalen this because Jalen's got experience playing down on the line. When you look at Isaac Suamalu, do you think that he's the future center of the Eagles, or do you think they're going to keep him at left guard once Kelce moves on?
Future center.
He's a center?
He's the future center. You look at the line composition. Peters can move. Isaac can move.
Could.
That's true.
He was a statue last week. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
And Lane can move. They built it on athletic big guys who can move, get you flowing, and are solid enough to yoke you up, when you pass rush with a bull rush. That was the basics of what was going with the idea. Herbig, he leans on guys. He's not helping anybody on, the combination blocks. He's damn sure not a run blocker. I don't see what these guys see in him at all.
Hey, real fast, I'm going to ask you a question too,
Isaac.
Hey, real fast, I want to ask you a question too, Jalen. What did you see from Driscoll last week? Because what I seen, it was good. Like, he went up against Chase Young one-on-one, Kerrigan one-on-one, Sweat one-on-one. The other guy that they got, I can't remember his name. one-on-one and was holding his own. I think he got beat one time, and it didn't cause a sack or anything like that. But he did get beat, and it was a quarterback hit. But man, this dude looks like the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Off of one game, Driscoll is better than Dillard. Flat out.
Whoa.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
Ouch.
That's what it looked like
I
to
don't
me.
disagree with you.
But the thing is, telling me Driscoll, he held his own in pass protection. Put it this way, if he got beat, he knew a counter. He was good. It's when you started throwing different stuff at him, that's when he kind of started, oh, crap, let me think about it. Let me process it. And then I got to go. And he made I'll tell you one play, I think it was the first sack they had. Ryan Kerrigan got on Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole rest of the line slid to the left. Driscoll was supposed to be man on the backside. Can't think of the dude's name. Kerrigan knifed inside. As a trigger, that's supposed to be, I'm man on, go with him. But he saw that outside rusher, and he was like, oh, crap, let me just go help out. He was wrong.
Right.
Because in that situation, you're putting a running back on the DN. That's not – nobody wants to do that matchup.
So you think it was a panic or like
Kerrigan on a running back's attack.
Yeah. Say it one more time for us.
You think it was like a panic or a gamble?
It was – I saw it late. And then he just went with he just went. And I can't blame him for that because he was wrong, yes. But the thing is, the fact that he just diagnosed it and just went, I'm cool with it. Right. At least make a mistake 100% as opposed to you know.
Bro, there was one. I see some comments here, guys, about the screen game. I'm telling you, from the all-22, Doug did try to use the screen game to slow down the pass rush.
Yeah, but he didn't use the
they were all over. They knew it. They knew it was coming. The DNs were looking for it.
But Gates, here's the thing. Here's the thing, real fast. I don't want to cut you off because I had discussion after discussion about the screen game. Or he was trying to run the screen. You're using Greg Wood and Dallas Goedert to run your screen. I thought Doug was using his position players wrong, his skill players wrong. You are using Dallas Goedert, and I like Dallas Goedert in the screen, but Greg Ward, and you got speed guys. That's where Rhaegar and Hightower should have came in. You're using Rhaegar and Hightower comeback timing routes. That's when Deshaun Jackson and even Greg Ward comes in because they're more experienced. They got more experience. Them timing things, man. You got to make sure that you got chemistry with your quarterback. And we seen both times it did not work because Rhaegar didn't dig enough. You know, he didn't come back to the ball. Hightower didn't come back to the ball. He didn't even fight for the ball. So that is timing things. You put your more experienced guys to do timing things, and you put your speed to do the screens, especially when we're down like that.
So on the I get what you're saying, and I'll give you a second. Give me 1 minute, but so here's what I'll say. On the screen game, I think it comes down to he schemed it correctly. He knew you're going to have to slow it down by screens. I do agree with you that maybe he got passive with the utilization of personnel for those particular plays. There's no excuse not to use Rager. No excuse not to use Boston Scott. No excuse not to use guys who have really good vision and can maybe break something. I agree there.
Okay.
On the Rager thing, I think it was tough for Rager to get back to the ball in that particular one because Carson's placement of the ball was off on that throw. Like he floated that one a little inside. I think Rager trying to turn back, contort his body, get back to defend that one would have been a pretty tough ask. I get what you're saying. Whether you could defend it or not, you still do it. You still make the effort. You know, I get what you're saying there. That's something a rookie's got to learn. Like, even if you know you can't, like that ball is going to get picked, you might have been able to stop the progression of that being a longer return than what it was.
But I ain't even mad at them. I mean, they make rookie mistakes. That happens. Yeah. I'm mad at Doug for putting them in that predicament. He wanted to say, look at my new toys. I wanted speed. Look at all my new toys I got. Instead of using the middle of the field that was wide open the whole game. All your hot route should have came from the middle of the field. Dallas Goedert was cooking them in the middle of the field to be the first quarter. Then you just stop. You the defense didn't make you change your game plan. You changed it on your own for no reason.
Yeah.
I will say this. Yeah. They did give Dallas Goedert the same attention that they gave Ertz on a normal basis. So they switched it. That's what the difference was. That's why you didn't hear peep out of Dallas in the second half.
But you still got Zach Ertz.
Exactly. And I have a problem.
Well, shout out to B-Man Philly for the $4.99 super chat. He said, point blank, period. Doug needs to be better. If the defense is blitzing, move the pocket. If the defense is blitzing, cost them quick slants and drags. And I co-sign again. The game plan changed for no reason. The middle of the field was wide open. As for the screens, even when we were throwing screens to Boston Scott and them, these defensive ends were sniffing it out. I mean, like, anybody in our division should understand the Eagles are a screen game. We do the screen a lot often. So, yeah. I agree with you, Greg Ward. Goddard's not the preferred guys, but Boston Scott couldn't get it going as well. And when the screen game's not working, well, then run the ball. We only ran for like 3.9 yards per carry, but still keeps the defense balanced. It keeps the defense honest. These guys were ready to rush the passer. We had plays where we passed the ball 4 or 5 straight times. You don't think on a third, fourth pass, these guys ain't ready to bang off the line of scrimmage to just solely go after Carson Wentz. And another big thing, we want to kill the offensive line and we want to kill Carson Wentz for holding the ball. The running back protections were horrible. Clement and Boston Scott could not block for their life. So getting a guy like Miles Sanders, who is a better blocker, getting Lane Johnson back, we're going to see a different line. I don't think we're going to be 2017-18 offensive line, but you're going to see a 100% turnaround. And again, Jason Kelce,
Clement was disappointing in that regard. Yeah, he's a better pass protector than he showed week 1. He's better than that.
I think Clement done, man.
Russ.
I think the injury. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a reason that they talking about working out Devontae Freeman. I think Clement's done. Like, the injuries just took a toll on his body. He had I'm not even gonna say a nice year. We all respect him and we all appreciate him for balling out in the Super Bowl. Had the best game of his life. But ever since then, what has he done? That's 3 years ago. What has he done since then? Injury after injury after injury. Then when he's on the field, he does not produce. Look at his numbers since 2017. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. They're bad. I don't even want to bring them. They're bad, yo. Like Corey Clement, I think he's done. I mean, prove me wrong. I would love to be proved wrong. But I think he's done, man. Seriously. And
that's why I'm going to say Doug Peterson should have ran the ball more regardless, but maybe he just did not trust the personnel to run it. And so if you get a guy like Devontae Freeman, who's not going to be the power back, I mean, he has a little bit of power in him, but he's not the perfect complement to Miles Sanders. But what he will bring for this team is if Miles Sanders' hamstring lingers on, if he gets nicked up, well, you don't have to change the game plan because he's similar to Miles Sanders, so he's a plug-and-play type guy. And one of his knocks is that he can't stay healthy. But when you use him as a backup, his shelf life gets better. So I was never for Freeman, but after seeing how Doug Peterson had a lead for 3.5 quarters and refused to run the ball, we can't even say it's just because of the Andy Reid tree, because you see Andy Reid week 1 with his new rookie running back running the ball more than he passed. So it was the fact that you're up for 3.5 quarters and the team that's losing runs the ball 30+ times. The team that's winning don't even eclipse 20. Just doesn't sound right. It's not a winning recipe.
Yeah. A couple questions in the comment section. So Joey Z, I mean, honestly, from Quez Watkins, it just depends if they're even going to activate him. That's a big issue. Where I think he would be a really good scheme fit would be on those crossing routes, on those drag routes, on those underneath slants, because he's the kind of guy that you get the ball in his hands and he's in motion, he's a problem. He can turn a 5-yarder into a 95-yarder on you. Like, you got to be real careful, Quez. He's got that type of speed that he can really break a game open. Yeah, I don't know that Quez Watkins, though, is going to be active when he gets back right away. I mean, it depends on how many receivers you're going to keep game day. What can he offer you in special teams? Like, all those things have to factor in. So I don't want to go out and say, like, oh, he'll be active as soon as he gets back. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, like I said, week 1, you spent a second-round pick. You said this guy was more than a quarterback, and you had him inactive. It made no sense. Like,
let me ask.
Yeah, and I've been going crazy about that too.
Let me ask all you guys on the panel this question. Everybody on the panel, over or under 20 touches for Miles Sanders, over under. Total touches.
Over. You better have over 20.
At least have 25.
Receiving and running?
Yeah,
Oh.
to me, he needs to run the
Yeah.
ball 20 times because, as we just saw, I mean, the Cowboys ran for $136. Now, we're not a Zeke and the Cowboys,
Yeah.
but Miles
I don't
Sanders.
think Doug's gonna give it to him that often, though. I don't think he'll give him 20 handoffs.
That's why I'm hesitant for the 20 handoffs. But if I'm Doug, I'm running Miles 20. Now, the only thing that might factor into it is if he's not fully 100%, then I guess maybe not. But we definitely got to see a balanced attack. We saw the Cowboys rush for $136. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Look how good the Rams play action worked when they're also running the ball 40 times for $153 on the Cowboys. So we just saw it. The offensive line for the Rams is not the same. They had a guy retire and they had a guy they lost to free agency. This ain't the same offensive line that they went to the Super Bowl with. Hence, I saw Sean McVay play more 12-man personnel in his one game than he played in almost all last year. The previous year. So their offensive line is suspect too. So we need guys like Malik Jackson and Fletcher Cox, who Philly Fresh put out an APB in his last video on Fletcher Cox because he's just not been as active as he should be.
He ain't lying.
No, that's facts, because when you talk about dudes like Aaron Donald, even Hargrave, Fletcher Cox was mentioned in that same bracket. Now, we all know Fletcher Cox is not Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is just a whole nother beast, man. Because of how stout he is and how short he is, he can lift a guy up, and it's hard for a bigger lineman to really, get a hold of him. That's really where it comes in. Why Aaron Donald is so explosive, because of his height. Him being short actually is an advantage to him. And Jalen, I want you to comment on that real fast, but after I finish my take. So Fletcher Cox should be considered in that realm. Now, we all know he was hurt last year. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But you got Malik Jackson balling out right next to you. And, I understand. There's no way you're getting double teamed every single play. You know what I mean? So you should do more. It should be more. And I want to see it. I want to see it this game. Fletcher Cox is he's under a microscope to me. I want to see you ball. But Jalen, real fast, I want you to attest on how Aaron Donald is so explosive, because a lineman like yourself is so big and tall, and he just so small. He can just, you know what I mean? He get up under you.
I'll say it like this: the issue is not his strength; it's his speed.
Okay.
He comes off playing that 3-tech, and before you even finish your first step, he beats you. And you're trying to defend against that. And you're like, oh crap, that means before you set up, you're light on your feet. You're trying to move. But as soon as you go light on your feet, he already that grown man's strength. It's over. And it's like, you saw what happened.
Bowling balls, yeah.
Did you see what he did to Zeke? Did you see what he did? Oh my gosh.
Wait, since you're wearing an LB hoodie, let's quote LB in this. He folded Zeke's clothes while he was in them. That's what LB said.
Yo,
hey, shout out to Bobby Stevens.
Crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Bobby Stevens for the $4.99 super chat. He said, Hurts is the backup today. I'm so glad there's no fans. Every incomplete pass, you know what these fans will be chanting. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. So
Is Bob active then? Is what the hell is his name? Sudfeld.
Yeah, Sudfeld inactive.
He inactive.
Yeah,
they're gonna be taking turns. They're gonna be taking turns, I guess.
Makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. I mean, look,
maybe Doug got tired of the questions keep asking. Well, you drafted this guy in the second round. Why is he not active? And I don't know, man. If you listen to Doug pressers, man, this week he got irritated. He was getting mad.
You don't get nothing from him.
Huh?
You go into the press conference with questions. They get asked. He don't answer them. You come out still wondering the same thing.
Yeah, and then when he does answer them, it's like they asked him something, and he was just like, no. And come on, man, give me something. Come on, man, don't do that. You can't do that. Doug never been that tight. I guess he really. I guess he pissed about the loss. You taking this loss to the Washington football, the fact that they ain't got no name, and the fact that you lost a 17-point lead, it's just so bad. You know what I mean? Everybody had us winning this game. You know what I mean? And I kept saying, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I kept saying that you look at how talented we are. You cannot beat us just with this. I understand it's the defensive line, but you can't beat us with this defensive, just one aspect of where you're better. And they did. They did. They beat us just because of their defensive line. And also Doug play calling. But what I'm saying is the reason that they won was really the defensive line and nothing else. That's
You know why I think
fact.
Fletcher Cox didn't have an impact in week 1? It's nothing to do with his skill set. I think he's still there. He's healthy. He's fine. Time to throw. Dwayne Haskins was number 1 in the league last week. They got the ball out of their hands. Simply put, you can't get it.
That's because he didn't throw it, but he also didn't throw that much. He didn't have to because of the turnovers.
Correct.
So that
he couldn't really move the ball.
That could test to them numbers too.
Yeah.
But
you know what I mean?
I also want to say this. The way the Rams are going to try to get the ball Goff's hands quick, but they do use a lot of play action. And so the play action plays are going to be a little bit more long developing, and so we need to hit home, simple and plain. But real quick, before we continue, shout out to all 127 people in the chat. Now, they might not be in one chat. We're live on 3 different channels, the Philly Talk Podcast, Gate City Sports Channel, and Philly Fresh. If you don't know who these guys are, go find them, buy their names. Definitely sub them up, and wherever you're watching it, smash that like button. It's free, it's simple, it's easy, it takes a second, and it really helps us out, and it probably is going to help the Eagles get a W. Let's be real. You know, I got my little I forgot what they're called, superstitious things and stuff like that, and so that's part of it. We get 100 likes on each stream, we definitely getting this W. But before we go any farther, because we got about 35-40 minutes.
Hey, pull up 2020 Visions question, Mike, at 12 o'clock, because we need to address this.
12 o'clock.
Yeah. Because he's not the only one. There's a lot of people kind of chiming in. They want to know about this.
Trump, what is Trump spelling out?
Who knows, bro? So here's the thing, 2020. In short, I don't know, man, because, I don't get to coach the team. I don't know how a person may or may not overreact. That's what I'll tell you. Some of you guys that are calling for Hurts, be careful what you wish for. You want to complain about holding the ball too long? This dude is a one-read progression. He's either going to throw you about 100 picks in a game, or he's going to get crushed back there, not being able to see the field. He's not ready yet.
He's going to take off.
Yeah, he's not ready yet. You can't take off if they start playing containment on you, though. They start spying on you, they're going to keep you in the pocket.
You want to know who he is?
I don't think we got the line to do that right now.
You want to know who he is without the speed and without the explosiveness? He's Michael Vick back there. One read. If it's not there, I'm going. You know what I mean? We're going to try to be going. So stop calling for Jalen Hurts. He's not ready. He's not ready, man. Whoever doing that, stop it. Stop it. Seriously. Y'all just see a new toy. And when you see a new toy, you want to hurry up and try to open the package up. And that toy might not even be ready. You ain't got no batteries for it yet. You know what I mean? Batteries not included, man. So stop it, man. Seriously. Jalen not it right now.
Yeah,
be careful.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jalen.
No, I was saying, be careful what you wish for. That's it.
Exactly. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. And listen, if you make a quarterback change by week 2, you have to stick with that. And like Be More Philly said, shout out to Be More Philly for the $4.99 super chat. Trade Carson, play Hurts. Let Carson go to another team with a different coach and turn out to be what he is, and everyone will be happy like Jimmy Butler. It's a small little Philly thing. You got Jimmy Butler in the Eastern Conference Finals, balling out.
How about that?
I never understood that move.
That's a good take. Huh?
I never understood that move to begin with.
Be More. Shout out to you. That's a good take, man. I mean, just stop it, y'all. Stop it.
Mike, the Sixers broke me on that Western road trip before the coronavirus hit. I was broke. Yeah. I was broke, bro. I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't make no more videos about the Sixers because I was going to lose my what in the middle of a live stream one day.
Heart rate active.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
Hey, Philadelphia Sixer, come on, man! Like
exactly, bro. Somebody, we need the mods to get this man up out of here. I got at least one of his out of here, so. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, Mom.
Yeah. Don't do that, dog. Like you tripping. We don't do that in here.
But look, listen.
My kids, my son probably watching this joint right now. I done seen him comment. Like, stop it, yo. Stop it. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely. like I said, mods wherever he's at, and mine and Fresh's and Gates, get him out of here. But look, what do you guys got the score predictions for this game? Again, before I ask you that, I said I've been saying this on a lot of streams that I've done over the weekend. I don't think it's now he's going to be on a different thing each time.
Come on,
Who
man.
the hell? Who is this dude?
I don't know. He was. I seen him one time in a while back in the stream, and he just has like 30 different accounts. He's a bum, but yeah. At the end of the day,
Here's what I don't get, man. For this dude, this is the intention you seek. How shitty is your life, bro? Like for real.
exactly.
Like to where the only thing you can go off of is your skin color. You know what that tells me? You're a goddamn loser.
Exactly.
You're a loser, bro. I'm gonna be straight with you. You're a loser.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
the only thing you can go to.
Hey,
You're a
Gates,
loser, bro. I'm sorry.
Gates. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I don't even want to talk about this dude. I'm a freaking snack. Like seriously, man. Like so, let's just move on.
Let's just move on. Listen,
I'm a
mods,
snap on dude.
he's
Like
gonna come back in as like a bunch of different names. Just as soon as he does it, somebody time him out. Don't even time him out. Block the user. So he only has but 10 accounts. If you block all 10 of his accounts, he can't come back on here. And I forgot my man Darius Dalton said there's words you can put that they won't allow you to write them in the chat. So
but he probably know that. That's why he's doing it like that. You can't block a letter.
Can't block letters like that.
That's what I'm saying. Here you go.
Yeah.
How do you have this much time? Like, how do you have this much time? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like,
hey,
what do you have to do?
Shout out to Philly Tico RP. He said
You're
parents
not.
need to do a better job raising their kids these days. Yeah, this dude has to be a young person or
He probably not. That's right. He probably raising his kids like that. He probably a grown behind man sit in the house all day eating cheese doodles and watching and just watching people trying to troll him. You know what I mean? He probably got like 9 Twitter accounts. Probably live in a basement with his mom. Like, come on, man. Like, man, dude pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
It's all right, though. He's gonna run out of accounts.
And then you got a nerd to call yourself all these Philly, like all these Philly teams. You's a sucker, dude. You's a straight sucker, man.
But to get back on topic without this guy, like I said, he's having more fun getting us riled up. So let's I'll keep blocking it until he runs out of accounts. But let's get back to the content.
Right.
I never say it's a must-win game this early in the season. However, the way our schedule looks in the middle, we got the big 5 stretch of Saints, Ravens, Niners, Seattle, Packers. How much of a must-win is this game, and what do you got the score being?
Who want
me to go first?
And go ahead, Fresh.
It's not a must-win. I mean, I get it, people. I get it. It's like, all right, if you lose here, then we probably can go 1-5. People are saying, but it's a big game. It's a big game, and I feel as though it's a game that we can handle. People want to look at, look what they did against Dallas. What did they really do against Dallas? They ran the ball 40 times. You can't run the ball on this team. You can't. You have not been able to really run a ball since 2017 on this team. So Jared Goff is going to have to throw the ball. Point blank, period. And that is best for us. We need Jared Goff we need to get Jared Goff into 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 11s. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Don't let the run game get into any type of rhythm. First of all, they got a rookie back there and they got the dude Brand. Okay. You should be able to shut these dudes down. Seriously. Make Jared Goff beat you, and we come away victorious, man. That should be your key point, is to get at Jared Goff, when he put him in positions to where he got to throw, and then get at him because he's a statue back there. Like Haskins, I thought was not a statue, but he's really wasn't that mobile. But he did get out with a couple runs. Jared Goff is not doing that at all. He's going to stand there, and there's nothing that he can do. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that you stop the run, make him try to beat you, and go hunt. And I got the score being 2024. That's my final prediction.
Lower score than I thought you would go with, man.
I think we still got some gelling out to do with this offense. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. So I think Doug kind of be's conservative because he got too aggressive last week. So I think he's kind of conservative, getting Miles Sanders back. Going to try to control the game, time of possession, all that good stuff. So I got us putting up 24.
All right, real quick before you guys, Jalen and Gate give up their prediction. Shout out to Philly Take with RB with the $4.99 super chat. He said, "What up, fellas? Will J-Jaw get a dang catch today? All they did was rave about him in camp." But before you guys answer that and then give your predictions, shout out to my guy Philly Take with RB, another Eagles content creator, great content creator. Go check him out when you get a chance. Philly Take with RB. Go ahead, Gate.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think our defense really got tested by Washington at all. Red zone, sure, we didn't really respond too well in the red zone, to be honest. I don't think Higbee is going to have the impact that people think. I'm more concerned about Woods. I think that when you focus on Kupp, you focus on Higbee, it could be problematic there. I'm going to be honest with you. I see it in a shootout. I'm an Eagles fan. If you think I'm going to bet against the Eagles, you don't know me. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care if we're 0-15. I'm saying we're going 1-15. But
exactly.
I don't know how else to express that, guys. I'm going to say it'd be something like 33-30, 33-31. It's going to be some kind of weird tight game like that, I think.
I'm
go ahead, Jalen.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to go with 28-24.
Yours is close to mine.
Yeah. I don't think the Rams offense is as good as people are saying, because a lot of the throws are schemed. Everything is scheme based. I'm not scared of Woods from a talent perspective. I'm scared of Woods when McVay schemes him open and he gets the ball in his hands and, okay, good luck catching him now. I think we've shored up our defense a lot because we didn't have too many blown coverages last week, and that was last year's issue. You know, we were blowing coverages left and right. You know, we had a guy streaking down for 60 yards. No one's close to him within 20.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm going 28-24. Eagles.
Oh, wait. I'm about to say, why you paused on that part? Wait. What was going on, man?
I mean, I had to think about it because if we get down, if we're playing from coming from behind,
right,
it's gonna be tough because they know what we're gonna do. Aaron Donald's gonna get after us.
Yeah, okay.
It's
but here's the thing.
Wait, let me get my score prediction real quick.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, man.
So, I'm going to keep the same one that I did in my preview video, and I got a 27-24, which is 1 point off of Jalen, but I ain't going to hesitate. It's Philadelphia, 27-24. And
that hesitation was crazy. Man.
It was long.
I'm sitting there looking at you like, what is there to talk about? But real fast, here's the thing, right? Last week, we had 4 guys to worry about for the defensive line. I think we only got really 2. Aaron Donald, and I can't remember the other guy, but when you look at it, it's like they line is okay. You know what I mean? It's just that Donald is that prolific. You know what I mean? So I feel as though if you stop Aaron Donald, you stop the whole line. It wasn't like that last week. If you stop Chase Young, you stop the whole line. No, you stop Chase Young, then you got to worry about Kerrigan. You stop Kerrigan, then you got to worry about Montez Sweat. And then the list just went on and on. But getting the pieces that we getting back, man, it's major. This is going to look like a whole nother team. Getting Lane Johnson back, getting Miles Sanders back, which I think is the X factor in this whole situation. To be able to run the ball on these guys, to keep everything honest, and still with the speed that we still got. Oh man! And then you got hopefully it's a sighting by Derek Barnett. You got him coming back. I'm glad that Brandon Graham is going to be able to play. Hargrave, what? Come on, man. This is going to look like a different team. Mark my words, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, this is not the team that you're seeing week one.
Let me ask
It's
y'all a question.
look like another team.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it'd be different if Dillard was a left tackle? Because think about this. Floyd is on that team.
Yeah, no. He schooled Dillard last year.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think when you're talking about a guy who has speed now, I think it's going to be harder for a guy like Jason Peters to work with these speed guys. I think he can handle the bull rushers. So, like you said, Leonard Floyd's over there and Michael Brockers, who we have to watch. Like I said, you never really saw Aaron Donald do stunts in the past, because why would you waste the time of him doing a stunt? It takes an extra second for him to go from the left side to the right side when he's like, why waste that second? He's Aaron Donald. He'll beat you one-on-one no matter what. But now when you see him doing stunts, it really frees up guys like Michael Brockers and Leonard Floyd, because the line is so worried about Aaron Donald. You see him stunting and not attacking you right away. You're like, huh? And you just a little bit confused. So we got to watch that. But like I said, Rich Scanganello should know Brandon Staley pretty well.
Say that again, Mike. Richu.
Who?
Say that again, Mike. Richu.
I can never say his last name, never will, never can. So Richie Rich, we gonna call him Richie Rich from now on. So Richie Rich knows my guy Brandon Staley, so we're gonna need his expertise in that matter. But we gotta run the ball. I like how Fresh said Miles Sanders be an X factor. They just allowed 136 yards on the ground. We only ran the ball 16 times. We need to run the ball at least 20 times with just Miles Sanders if it's up to me, as long as he's healthy. But so we all got the Eagles winning.
One thing to add in real quick. The one thing I'm looking for is look how many stunts they're going to throw at Herbig if he starts.
They don't need to, though. They don't even really need to.
It's not even
bad, man.
I'm not even. It's not.
I'm bad, bro. Go ahead, man.
I'll say it like this: it's not even because Aaron Donald can beat him; it's because of what it opens up for everybody else. So if you're talking about Aaron Donald lining up at the one tech, crossing Kelce's face, and he's that penetrator, and he's going to try and get on Herbig's inside shoulder. If Herbig is lollygagging around like he normally is, just think about how many other people can eat now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you got to see.
So a couple things, guys. For you guys who don't know, bottom right, for y'all to know that's Jalen Williams. He's been in this community for a while now. We brought him in today because Jalen is a very smart mind when it comes to the offensive line play. He's a football guy who knows the X's and O's. He's one of the guys that I know I personally love talking with because he knows he can push me a little bit. And I always enjoy those type of conversations when I know I'm interacting with somebody who knows the X's and O's of a game. Like that's always enjoyable. So I brought him in because we wanted to give you guys a perspective from somebody who's played offensive line. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, you put me out at offensive line, you're giving up 100 sacks. I'm not an offensive lineman. That ain't me, Chief. This is not me. But, we brought Jalen in so he could give you the perspective of someone who really understands the technique of playing on the line, what he saw happen in week one. Because for me personally, and I think everyone here kind of agrees, the three big things that went really wrong last week were Wentz, Doug, and the O-line. Those were the three things that just really went wrong. There was other things that went wrong, but there were the three things I thought just stabbed us right in the heart. Yeah. Yep. There's another thing I wanted to get to real quick, Mike. Some of y'all kept asking me what happened on the high tower play, and I told you guys I don't want to say concretely until I see the all-22. Some of you guys said, Gate, it looked like Wentz was staring down Hightower on that throw. Well, he was. But there's a reason why he stared down Hightower on the throw. It was the hot route. I think the real question is, should Wentz have been in the hot route? Because I think Washington presented heavy pressure and then backed off of it.
Nah, I'm a running back, man.
Wentz had time to throw it. He threw staring down, hot route in an off coverage where the defensive back saw it, broke on it, picked it off.
But can I ask you a question real fast? Like you said, hot route. Everybody stares down a hot route. It's just that when it's not there, then you go somewhere else. Yeah. I'm tired of hearing that, man. Like, stop it. Carson Wentz made some mistakes. He was bad. Second half, he was bad. But it seemed like he's over. It's just overblown when he does things wrong. It's like Nobody else in the league does these things. You know what I mean? Like he stared down a hot route because it was supposed to be a comeback route that he should have been open for.
Yeah.
And here's another thing that I want to say real fast to everybody, right? It's like he can't win because what was we clamoring for Carson Wentz to do? Throw your guys open, right? Don't wait till they get open, then throw it to them. No, throw them open.
And that route has to be thrown with anticipation. Exactly.
He tried to do that, and now we grinding him up. You're shitting through that ball. Come on, he can't he can't win. Either you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Jalen, let me ask you a question real quick. Do you find it odd how much trust Carson seemed to show in Hightower? Because he was throwing some anticipation and some really contested catch stuff to Hightower.
If you have that practice rhythm, you're gonna go to the guy. You know, you can see some throws to. Remember that play that JJ in the scrimmage that everybody showed and said, "Oh man, he made a great catch." That was oh shit, I ain't got no. Sorry. Oh, I got nobody to throw to. Let me go ahead and pull it out of thin air. That was that. Hightower, I'm pretty sure he's been on some time and stuff with him, and that rapport is there. But Hightower just had a very bad showing. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if it was, oh man, this is more space than I thought I'd have. Is this not the right, look that we've been practicing all week? I don't know what it was. So,
yeah.
I want, again, like I said, the week one, again, I'm going to tip my hat to just lack of preseason because, everybody had it. Again, it was going to affect other teams more than others. You got certain teams coming back 19, 20 of their 22 starters, most of their coaches. So we brought in a lot of different things. We still got our same scheme and same head coach and defensive coordinator. However, we got some new people in the mix. Marty Mornaway, a bunch of rookies. Some of our rookies are asked to do more than other rookies because we're desperate at certain situations. What other fifth-round pick receiver got as many snaps as John Hightower? You know what I'm saying? So we saw him catching great catches.
But my bad, Mike. My bad.
No.
Y'all know how I get. When I hear something, I just go ahead.
That is not an excuse, but what it is saying is that he's a fifth-round pick. He's a rookie. He had jitters. We saw good stuff in camp. Camp is only camp. You got to do it in the game. But again, a lack of preseason hits each team differently. Put it this way: I haven't ran a race. I haven't ran. I'm not a track star. You're a track star. We both don't do nothing for 3 months. But guess what? I've never been a track star. You're a track star. You had 3 months not being a track star, but you still have that to lean on. So certain teams have chemistry, the players, the scheme. We don't. We have moving parts on the offense and the defense, plus new influencers to Doug Peterson. So as much as we want to say, again, the Washington football team had all new everything. Again, that's true too. So again, everybody responds differently. So everybody's hurt from not having a preseason, but it definitely affects teams differently. And I think it pretty much affected us because we were just out of our element. No way we should come out that hot and then just fall apart. And we fell apart in multiple aspects: coaching, quarterback, and offensive line, which if you don't got that, you don't win the game.
Mike, will you do me a favor? I just shared a screen. Will you pull it up? Because I want to address some misconceptions here real quick. All right, guys. This is advanced passing stats from Pro Football Reference, all right? Some of you guys are insinuating that we've gone away from RPOs since Carson's been the quarterback, and it's just not true. We were third in the league last year at running RPOs. We run them a lot, guys. I think what we've gone away from is running the ball in conjunction with the RPOs. I think that's the issue. It's not that we've abandoned RPOs. We're not selling it very well. That's the issue. If you look here, guys, you can see last season we ran 68 RPOs, which was only behind Arizona and Kyler Murray and Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. So just real quick, guys, and look, I think the same things initially too until I do the research, guys. That's just so you guys can see that. But I'll kick it over to the chat real quick. We'll kick it over to these guys on the panel and just, what do you guys think about the scheme, about RPOs, about play action, about rolling the pocket? Like, how do you grade Doug from what he did on week one?
One thing about that, when does an RPO become just a regular play action?
Good point. for me, that's the hardest thing when you're on film diagnosing it, because
It's about the
you kind of have
reads.
to really pay attention to the line. You got to see how the line is reacting to the play. But here's the thing with play action. Even with play action, does it really work if you don't have the running game to support it?
Yeah,
That's true. But I'm saying it like this. How many of those RPOs are true? I really have the option. I'm really thinking I may give him the ball. Because if you look at some of those, Carson's like 2 yards behind the guy. I'm showing the ball. I'm flowing what I'm flowing. All right, now we're done. Let's get to the passing part. And I'm like, there's no more true
linebackers, basically. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Did you even move the linebacker? Did you even move the linebackers, basically?
exactly. Or the play action, where you don't even put it in the guy's belly, like you're play action into the air.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Like, who are you fooling?
It's a phantom RPO, guys.
Yeah, I hate that. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, but I see it across the league. It's not just us that do it.
Yeah.
I see it across the league, but it's like you just wasted I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing here?
Yeah, and also like Gates said, first of all, if I'm the Washington football team, especially after a drive, it was pass. I think there was one drive where we went 4 or 5 passes in a row. Again, that fourth pass, I'm not even guessing you're going to run. I'm taking off. I'm pinning my ears back, and I'm going after Carson.
That's, in my opinion, that's Carson Wentz doing magic tricks with the running backs. Now you see it. Now you don't.
But and even when you sell a legit play action and you put it in his belly and you don't give it to him, well, guess what? If I'm the defense, I'm like, I don't care if you're play action. You just threw 4 passes in a row. You're not going to run the ball. Y'all trash at running the ball this game. They can feel you fearing the run, so they're not scared. It doesn't fool the linebackers. The only way play action works is because it gets the linebackers to drop down, and then you have the opening behind it. If you're faking that ball to Ezekiel Elliott, our linebackers are dropping down.
Mike, I want to bring these two back into a conversation because I think these two can provide a really interesting perspective here. So Reese and Jalen being offensive lineman, Reese playing running back. Is it frustrating? Because I think the argument that can be made is maybe the RPO rate's not changing, but Carson not giving it to the running back is changing compared to what Nick Foles did. And as a lineman or as a running back, how frustrating does that get over time?
Yeah. I mean, it can get frustrating, but it's also, like Jalen said, is it really a RPO or is it just a play action? Because we all know who Doug is. He's a pass happy coach. That's just facts. Like, I don't know who's more pass happy, him or Sean Payton. So it's like you got to understand who you're dealing with and what's going on. But yeah, if you got the linebacker creeping up to the quarterback, you got to get that ball away. And I don't know if exactly schemed to do that. Maybe it's just the illusion of that, but yeah, he if that's the play actual RPO, he definitely has to use the R in it. You gotta have the R. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be frustrated. If I know that's the play and I see that the linebacker is going with the quarterback and not me, and I don't get the ball, yeah, I'm frustrated.
This is what Fresh would do when the quarterback plays in his belly. He's gonna be fighting with him like, give me that.
Nah, man, I was the perfect teammate, man. Seriously, like I ain't like how I am up here, man. You know what I mean? I was the perfect teammate, man.
What about you,
Jalen? What you think?
Makes me no difference because you hear the play call. For me, the play call was jungle true, jungle false. So that was our inside zone RPO. We're hitting a slant on the backside, or we're hitting some other route, whatever it is. I'm blocking the inside zone. I don't care what's happening over there. It's got to be out quick enough to the point where I'm not flagged for being downfield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
I'm just running the inside zone.
So how long in an RPO is it really expected as a lineman until you should be advancing down the field?
Before I advance downfield, I'm checking for that knee. If it's a knee there, I'm helping out and I'm keeping my eyes on that backer. If he wants to flow over the top, if he wants to come backside, whatever it may be, and that's the trade-off between you and the guy you're working with. Other than that, I mean, it's just regular blocking, inside zone, outside zone. and that's it. But that one, I say about 1 to 1.5 is what that little window of when that ball needs to be out. I know it sounds really, really quick, but
before I let you jump off here, Jalen, I got one more question for you because I got you on here. I want your opinion on this. So when I watch the Eagles, contrary to what people think about us being this outside zone team, and I think there's merit to that, I honestly thought Philly is much better on the inside zone than they were on the outside zone. Am I wrong, or what perspective do you have there?
You're 100% right. 2017, that team was a better outside zone running team. 2018, we couldn't get an outside zone to save our life. 2019, couldn't do it then. So you had to be, your guards were the head of the spear. So that's why I've taken a liking to Isaac Seumalo because, at first I thought, he's a little iffy, but he's athletic. He can get to the second level if he needs to. He can hold his own.
So do you think who is better and why? I know he's not here anymore. But Isaac Seumalo or Stefan Wisniewski?
With talking about Wisniewski?
Yeah,
Wisniewski, yeah. Which one was better? Isaac Seumalo or Stefan Wisniewski?
During the 17 season, Wisniewski, I really can't say during the 17 season because they were both kind of in and out.
Yeah, they was in and out. Yeah, they kept switching them. Yeah.
But the thing is, Isaac Seumalo today compared to Wisniewski back then is no comparison. Isaac Seumalo today is basically.
No, I'm asking, did they make the right choice? That's why I'm asking. Did they make the right choice? Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Because that whole line is based off of athleticism. You look at that front, just a basic starting lineup and why they drafted Dillon. And you even look at Big V. All those guys are big and athletic and they can hold their own. That's basically the philosophy going on with the line. Pryor doesn't fit that, but the thing is, Pryor is big, strong, and we don't see too many guys that size who can actually move a bit, but he doesn't move great. Yeah. So he just took
I just don't think he moves great side to side. You know what I mean? I think he can get at the second level, but side to side, him playing on the outside ain't him. I think he's a guard. I don't think he's a tackle.
I remember a preseason.
He's a big guard.
I remember a preseason game from last year.
Mm-hmm.
The D tackle was lined up at the 3-tech. He just did speed rush him 3 times in a row. He had 3 holding calls.
Pryor.
So for you guys that don't know, the first time I really remember having an in-depth conversation with Jalen was Reese asked me if I would do a breakdown on Jason Peters, and I got around to finally doing for him in that Seattle playoff game. And Jalen, this is the first in-depth conversation I remember with Jalen. He's definitely commented long before this, but he was like, "Yo, Gate, I get everything you're saying, but I think you're missing something really important about what happened on one of the plays you brought up." He was like, "Look, I'm not saying Peters had a good game per se, but I'm saying that on one of the plays you pointed out, you didn't understand the communication between Seumalo and Peters, and Seumalo messed up his assignment and made Peters look bad."
Yeah, that can happen.
I gotta ask you.
I mean, it's a chain. It's a chain. If one link is broken, it's gonna make the whole chain mess up.
Hey, Jalen Williams is a big Peters fan. He was lobbying for him to get that bread.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So does Peters still have it?
Definitely was.
Or has he lost a step for real?
Oh, he's lost a step. He's definitely lost a step. But the thing is, him losing a step is better than so many other guys in the league. It's like, do you really have a choice? You get what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like that. You look at the Giants tackles. You look at the Redskins tackles. You look at, let's pull a random team, Arizona's tackles. Peters is the best tackle on all 3 of those teams, bar none.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question? If that's facts, and I'm not really going to argue with you. I got him top 15. But my question is, why was he still out there? You know what I mean? Like, is it that he wanted to play for the Eagles and nobody else? Or was it that nobody wanted him?
It's the age thing. So
that scares people.
And put it this way, if I need a left tackle for 1 season, he's your guy. But look how many young offensive tackles in the league or how many guys have people under contract. That's the big issue, and he's waiting out.
What
Hey,
Jalen really was saying, if you need a tackle for 5 or 6 games, he's your guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what.
No.
That's what
5 or
it was.
6 series, bro. 5 or 6 series.
That's
So
what
how
it
do you,
was.
so all right, real fast before we get out of here. I know we supposed to be getting out of here 5 minutes ago, but real fast, how do you think that he played last week?
it's better than what people are saying.
I agree. The one sack I got on him was it was Clement. Clement blocked him right into a spin move, bro.
That's true. That is true.
I've given up. Put it this way: I've went into a game and given up a sack the same way because I had the guy dead to rights. I was about to throw my. It's a line talk. There's a marker when a D lineman has to make his move. D tackles is 3 yards. D ends is 5 yards. Once they get around that little area, it's like, okay, I knew something's coming.
Nate, you're trying to kill us, bro. Nate ever talking about like this video if you love Nate Herbig.
I know. I saw it.
We ain't gonna get no likes. We're gonna get all thumbs down.
Hey, Mike, will you pull up Let's Go Birds question at 12:33 for Jalen?
All right, 12:33.
Before we jump off.
Okay.
It was dope having you on here too, Jalen.
Definitely.
I had to call. I had to text Gate City like, yo, I think it's the perfect time to have you on here with these line struggles, man. Seriously, like.
Stud, no. Is he going to be a guy who's going to make a lot of money for a long time in this league? Most likely.
So what you think? Is he a swing guy or is he a starter?
He's a starter. You talking about today or for his future?
Future, I think. I think you're talking about future.
Yeah, potential.
He's definitely going to be a starter in this league. He's probably going to have a bit of versatility once he gets his growth. The way it was explained to me was you get your grown man straight from college at 21, you get your grown man straight from the NFL at 26.
Oh, so you would just be getting your grown man strength. NFL style.
It's true. It's kind of true though. I mean,
yeah. But the thing is, he's from what I've seen, it looks like he can process well, he moves well, he has enough tools in his tool belt to get him by. And all he's going to do is grow. He may be limited physically, but the thing is, a lot of guys overcome that in the league. He's going to be a starting offensive lineman somewhere for a long time.
So earlier in the chat, Reese, he said that basically at this point, he thinks Driscoll should probably be the future tackle here. He's pretty much said,
but what side?
From what he saw in one single game.
What side do you think he can play the left side? We've seen him on the right.
I don't know yet.
That's where he played at Auburn, was on the right. So
I agree.
Here's the problem I have with the left side and right side thing. If you're a backup, the way the rotation goes in is if the left guard goes down or the right guard goes down, I have a first guard off the bench. Then I have a second guard off the bench.
Right.
Then I have
swing guards.
Yeah. But the thing is also if I have a guard down and I have a tackle down and I trust my guard more, I'm moving my second guard in to play guard and I'm having that other guard switch over to tackle. That's where I'm like, how do you guys not have the side versatility? That's the part that's puzzling me because in the NFL, you have to be creative with your roster space. In college, I have a guy who travels who's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
So
we had that in the past too. I mean, we had what was his name? I can't remember his name. He was like a 4th round pick. We carried him forever. And he played Herman's, played guard, tackle, left, right. I mean, played everywhere.
Sorry.
Todd Herman's.
Herman.
Never ago. Yeah. It was a while ago, but I mean, he played everywhere.
Yeah, like 8 years.
Yeah.
Hey, so like I said, shout out to Jalen Williams coming on here, ex-offensive lineman. Hey, listen, if the Eagles ever do anything where we do like one of them little TV series like the Cowboys did, we're going to ask you to try to be a walk-on. You might have. Like you say, you're 26. You're just hitting your NFL grown strength. You know what I mean? If Nate Herbig is on the NFL team, why not?
Look, I'm collecting my signing bonus and taking my vacation time.
You're like injured. I mean,
Y'all the truth. Last thing, Hell State, baby.
there you go.
Well,
Hey,
that's
BL, I'm going with the Miles Sanders jersey.
Yeah, definitely. BLSG, wear that Miles Sanders jersey. He about to be MVP. But look, shout out to our guy Mir Slat said, wherever you're watching this, you're watching on the Philly Tall Podcast, Philly Fresh, or Gate City Sports Channel, like this video if you love Miles Sanders. Come on, like you can't hear that statement and not smash the like button unless you're like a Cowboys fan or a Rams fan. Then do whatever y'all please. However, like I said, it's free, it's simple. Smash that like button and check out everybody on this panel. Jalen Williams don't have a YouTube channel, but maybe one day he decides to start one. Who knows? So he's like, no, thank you.
I keep my day job.
Exactly. And listen, shout out to Jalen Williams, channel member to both the Gate City Sports Channel and Philly Talk Podcast. Been down with us for a long time. Supports the channels by being a channel member. He donated $50 to the fantasy football because he's not going to win. But thank you for donating.
Right, one final prediction, though, Mike. One final prediction before we jump off. I know you're ready to go. So am I. I got to get ready. But one final prediction. Nate Herbig starts at right guard, Jack Driscoll, or do they finally come to their senses and put Matt Pryor there? I'll let you go first, Mike.
They're going to play Nate Herbig this game. I mean, Doug Peterson already stuck with it. He'll look like a fool if they don't. It's not my decision, but they're going to play him there. I would love to see the combination of Driscoll and Lane once healthy. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, Jalen. You go next.
Somebody needs to smack Doug anyway, but Herbig's going to play the game.
Herbig going to play the game? What do you think, Reese?
Herbert's going to play, but if he can't play, he got to get up out of here. Like, seriously, like, you got to – I just think that you got way more talented guys. So, Herbig will start, but if he stinks it up,
here's my surprise. Here's my surprise. They're out there right now for their pregame workouts, getting ready. Probably head back to the locker room at this point. All right? He already looked across there, and he saw Aaron Donald, and he said, Driscoll, get your damn helmet.
He got a fake injury. He faked the injury. He's done.
Yeah. I think Herbig will have a suspicious stub toe, bro.
It's going to be rough. But like I said, let's finish this on a positive note. The Eagles have played the Rams and Aaron Donald a couple times. And guess how many sacks he got against us?
0. Yeah, 0. Yeah.
Yeah, I know 0, but he played us 3 times. In 3 games, he has 0 sacks and 1 tackle for loss in 3 games.
Yeah.
So look,
I'm not banking on that though, Mike.
Correct. What I'm saying is our offensive line is normally
this
better.
not the same offensive line. Yeah.
Correct, but I'm still gonna hold true to the 0 sacks, and we just gotta cross our fingers. Hey, Carson Wentz, get the ball out of his hands quick timing passes. We will take our shots, and let's get this W.
Hey, if Brandon Brooks is out there, I'd be talking all kinds of trash right now.
Exactly.
I'm not saying crap right now though.
Listen, I was so big on Twitter last week. I was talking a heck of a storm. I'm gonna be we could be up by 20, and I'm quiet the whole game. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until the clock says
even
0.
if we go up by 30, going into half, we're up by 30. There's gonna be a part in the back of my mind going, "It's coming. When's it coming? When's it coming?"
I know it. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to you guys in our messages, but I ain't posting nothing live on Twitter. I ain't gonna be like, "Yo, do you see this? Oh, do you see that? Oh, we scary good." Nope.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. We going post game today, guys, or not?
You know I'm with it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it through the thing. We'll probably do.
I can't wait. I can't wait to discuss this dub. You hear me?
All right.
I told you that we could.
Nah, man, I'm confident, man. I'm confident, man.
I like that.
I'm confident.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all post game.
Dad, we ain't give our hold up, real fast. Standout players. We gotta do this every week.
All right, standout players. Go Gate City, go.
Standout player, Nate. No, I'm joking. Carson Wentz better be a standout player. You better be a standout player, or we're gonna have a problem.
Jalen.
Nikhil Roby-Coleman.
Woo, hot. Love it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, number 26, Miles Sanders. Let's get it.
I should have went first.
I knew you were going to get him. So go ahead.
All right. Real fast. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has a way better game than he did. I think he's going to try to prove himself. And the middle of the field, I don't like the linebackers on the Rams. So I think Zach Ertz gets off.
Okay, City, I said Dallas got it.
He can hear
I
you.
heard you. I heard you. You didn't respond back to me, bro, on Twitter. Come on, man. I don't send you paragraphs and stuff.
Yeah. So with all that being said, shout out to all 177 in the chat. Last time I looked, I had 85 likes. We get it to 100. I guarantee we get a W. Until next time, which will be in about a couple hours, we should be on here with smiles. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. It's Eagles football time. But until then, we